Good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for that raid. Wow, first proper raid. That's good. How are we all doing this wonderful evening? Hopefully you can hear me, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. People are saying hi, hi, good. I mean, I'm guessing I am progressing through people's ears on the stream. Ruby V says that you can hear me. Good, that's always good to hear. Where's your crayon, Ruby V? Where's your crayon? Coming in from Axon Potential stream. Well, thank you very much, everybody, joining from Axon Potential. You're welcome, Daz. Told me about your quiz nights. Oh, brilliant, cool. Well, welcome, because I certainly didn't recognise your name, Axon. So, so you've been. The word has been passed on from Daz. Well, that's good to hear. Well, everybody, welcome to this this quiz night stream. If you've not joined one of these before, I mainly play interactive quiz shows with Twitch chat, and this week is the last of the proper interactive game shows for the first season, as it were, of Quiz Night. We'll be playing some more 1 versus 100. It does come up with extension stuff. Cam, yeah, I'll put the cam on in a moment. Catnip, don't worry, I'm just talking over music because I need to open the lobby in a moment. Anyway, yeah. So this is also testing an extension, Twitch extension. For those new, I will need to add you to the extension if you want to try and test that. Do let me know in chat. That's it. We must just put the right command in. You actually have to let me know if you do want to try the extension out, and then I'll add you to the whitelist. And then you should be able to see it appear in the bottom middle of the screen. Click that, grant access, and then grant permission to know exactly who you are, that kind of thing. You're not added already, Hendrid? I'm guessing you're not. Okay, let me add you to that then. Hendrid. Interesting. Why is it not coming up? Why are you not coming up on the list? Oh, there you go. There you coming up on the list. Oh, I need to go back. Hang on. I need to change back to local test. Then go and put on that. There. Hendrid is added. Okay. Alright. I'm going to start Drahuska. Alright. Let me see if I can find you, Drahuska. Those playing in mobile, you'll find it won't work because there isn't a mobile friendly version of it. Weemus, sure thing. Weemus is added. Hello there, Rex, welcome. Good to see you right at the beginning of the stream. Right, let's start this lobby off, which means I need to mute the Quiz Night audio, put the desktop audio on, switch to this mode. Hello, welcome. And then, is it going to appear? Full screen game capture, is it going to appear? No, it isn't. Let's try capturing the correct game. There it is. And let's start a new Twitch game. Hopefully those with the extension already should be able to hit a button that appears somewhere near the glitch icon up here, or of course you can join in with the room code in chat if you don't want to use the extension. So you can play in either form. You see no button, Catnip? Do you not? You may indeed, Rex. Looks like Ryan and Samster have seen the button though, because they have white names. So has Daniel Peak. You may need, you might need to refresh for the button, I guess. That would be my thing to go for. Is if it's not working, just refresh the stream and hopefully it'll appear. Alakb. Okay, cool. Still no button, Agnes. Alright, let me... Oh, hang on. No, they won't have... They won't have... No, I know what the problem is. I restarted my PC, so... something won't have started up. In which case I'll need to abolish this lobby. One moment. But at least the chat stuff still works. I need to go to the Twitch developer rig. Yeah, sure, Ryan. Just go to the Discord and go to the sign up channel and put your name down there. Copy that. CD to there. CD to EBS. And then run that. Web server running, and then I need to restart the app for it to actually work. Sorry about this, guys, but yeah, hopefully the button should appear though in a moment when we go about it. Connections be made to the WebSocket. All right, we've got connections going now. So now if we do that, now you should see a button. Now you should see a button. Something's happened. Still no button? Still no button? It broadcast out to everybody apparently. Ooh, really? Content type, message, lobby open. No, we've got some people doing it now. Some people are definitely doing it. Because I've just gotten some messages, WebSocket from, I'm guessing Elias did just then. Huh. Well, no, I think Daniel Pete doesn't have a color assigned to his user, which is why it's appearing just as white. Yeah, because I've definitely got 3 people two people listed that have done a lobby join. So yeah, I'm kind of confused because they're supposed to be coming through. And I did test this the other day, and it seemed to be working okay. Yeah, sure does, although it looks like we might be just abandoning it for this evening because I don't want to keep people waiting. This is what I get for trying to rewrite stuff trying to rewrite stuff in the vain hope of using functionality that does exist when it doesn't exist. So, I think what we're going to have to do is, well, if they've joined in extension, then it kind of expects them to play by extension. And some other people have done it again. Weird. Yeah, score count's got it working. Interesting. Hello, etc. Welcome. Looks like Zombie might have. Yeah, Zombie has. So, okay. Weird. Just try refreshing and see what happens. This is the problem with freaking testing. Oh, looks like it is actually appearing now. There we go. I'm seeing lots of connections now. This is the problem with it being in test mode, is that things are prone to not work properly because test mode is a bitch. Okay. Hendred, if you do want to play via the extension, you'll need to quit via chat, then actually join via the extension for it to work, I believe. It doesn't carry over properly because reasons. How do you quit? You should just be able to say quit in chat, Hendred. Just say quit, and then click the button. As for people might be thinking, why have I just lost my username color? That is because the username color does not apply to your actual user. It only applies to IRC chat. And you cannot retrieve that information at all unless you somehow manage to associate it to the user from an IRC chat perspective. So, It's actual functionality that I have to go away with. But your avatars should be shown. Yes, your avatars should be there, hopefully. Any more that wants to join in on the extension testing now that it looks like it is actually working? Didn't understand a single word of that. Good. That's good to hear. Yeah, it's just that the name, the colour of your name here won't actually work through the extension because that colour doesn't exist on the user from that perspective. Colours crayons. Yeah, well, everything's red in Ruby V's world. Okay, after all of that madness... Oh, thank you for the follow there, Accent Potential. Thank you for the hosts from Tipster and Elias as well. Right, let's get this game underway and just add a username colour for the pick of the extension. In theory, yes, I could do that, Atomic. Yes. Ash is a magic being and a Hapax Legomenon. Well, I can't Hapax Legomenon. I can't say that name. I'll just leave that to the University Challenge guy. Welcome, Farnham Ref. Welcome. And let's see. Can't see the code, Farnham Ref. Well, do you want to play with the extension or not? I believe you've been invited in the past. Have you? Were you invited in the past, or did you decide not to play? I can't remember, but there should be a code, and it should be MLAH if you do want to play by chat. There you go. All right. Everyone's in that wants to be in. Let's start this game going. Just play normal text, no worries. First one up is Cetra. You jinxed it yourself. Legomenon. Alrighty. So, Cetra, it's up to you. You can decide to play if you want. And if you do, you can either play in voice chat by clicking that link that was messaged by the bot, or you can play just by chat. Or you can throw your opportunity away and give someone else a chance. It's up to you. Entirely up to you. Your suggestion, Atomic, about just giving people an option to pick their own colour? Yeah, I did see that. And yes, I did respond to that. So, up to you, Cetra, if you want to play. If you do, then you can either play by voice if you have Discord and voice enabled. And if not, you can play by chat. And we'll just go on from there, or we can throw it to someone else. Entirely up to you. Mind you, if you don't reply in a couple of minutes' time, I'll just pick someone new anyway. By chat. All right, let's start this game off then. Good luck. It is 1 versus 100, and here comes your first question. Which chess piece cannot move backwards? Is it the bishop, the king, or the pawn? Mob, please answer now. I am feeling a lot better this week. Yes, Farnham. I still have a bit of mucus build-up, but that's fine. I'm feeling so much better than I was last week. Okay, Cetra, it's now your choice. If you would like to answer the question, just answer with A, B, or C. If you want to use a help, you can just say the word ask, or poll, or trust, if you want to use one of those particular helps. If you want any information about how those helps work, just let me know, and I'll be able to describe how they work. Did not work, Farnham. Sometimes whispers are a bit picky, and you just have to spam it until it realises you've said something. Sometimes it discounts them. I don't know why, but I can't do anything about that. Okay, you've gone for option C, pawn. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Let's see how many of the 100 have been eliminated. Whoa, loads got knocked out there. Did people actually answer? And you didn't accept it, or what? That seems very That seems very high to be eliminated from the first round. Let's see who got eliminated there. Drahuska, Edam, Puzzle Dan, It's Tomic, Samster, Connor, Farnham and Ryan. Did you all answer? Whispers didn't send. Let me see the logs. You answered B, Connor, so you legitimately got it wrong. Okay. A lot of Whispers got bounced. Interesting. Let me just quickly look at the output log then, just to see what's going on with that. Because this is kind of a deal breaker if that's happening. Let's see what kind of messages came through. Yeah, a lot of Whispers just failed. I'm seeing very little. I'm seeing very, very little in terms of... Well, there'll be people not playing by Whisper as well. There'll be people playing via extension. Druska did answer, and it was a good answer, but you got eliminated. Why? Your answer got through, you used the extension, and you are remaining. Interesting. This is really weird. It's not come up as bad stuff. I wish I'd put a login to say when people have said particular answers. See, I've got a lot of people here with the extension that answered with answer index 2, which would be the correct answer. So a lot of people went for one, and I saw one with answer index 1, which must have been Connor. Someone answered with answer index 0 as well. So I'm seeing those answers coming in. Interesting. You thinking the Whisper didn't come through, Drahuska? Let me just see. Because I should see that, but... your code came through. Correct. Yeah, your Whisper didn't come through, but others did. I can see some Whispers that have come through. Like, Daniel Peak has whispered, Lupine whispered, Edam whispered C. Wait, Edam whispered C, and that was... What the hell? But he got eliminated. What? This is really wrong. Eh? How does that work? Edam answered correctly. And it got discounted. What? My Whisper was after the first bounce amount. Oh, right. So that may have been out of time. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to keep going and see what happens. I apologise if it is failing catastrophically, but we'll just see how it goes. Alright, Cetra. Sorry about that stop in play. You're already up to the first money bracket of $1,000. Would you like to take the money, or would you like to take on the mob? You just need to say either money or mob to continue. Money, you leave with 1,000. Mob, you continue. Alright. And let's hope for things working. Here's your next question. In the Harry Potter franchise, which character killed Albus Dumbledore? Was it Nagini? Was it Severus Snape? Or was it Draco Malfoy? Mob, please answer now. Right, I can definitely see some of these answers. Not delivered? Really? You're getting a lot of non-deliveries. Okay. Let me, while you're doing that, Cetra, you can answer if you want, Cetra. If you don't know the answer, obviously there are helps available as well. Okay. Let me just And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually log in as the Quizbot as well to see what's going on. Shut up you. There we go. Quizbot 3000. Special password. Oh, wait, what? Stop doing this, Twitch. Accept. Login. Quizbot 3000. Right. Logged in. So hopefully I should be able to see whispers as they come in now. Mark all whispers as red. Yeah, I can see that whisper, Elias. Yeah, I can see that one. Okay, etc. Go away, Twitch. Yep. Anytime you want to do anything, etc. Ah, dang it. Things are not going well already. In this downtime, anyone want to test a whisper out, they're more than welcome to do so. I have the whisper window open on Quizbot 3000, so I should be able to see them when they come through. Okay, score count, you just said something. Okay, etc. So, trust will lock you into the mob's most popular answer. Random Zombies just said something, thank you. So has Harry, so has Catnip, so has Tipster. So, they're definitely coming through. Farnham's got denied twice for some reason. Alright. Weird. Well, this is why I want to move away from the bloody freaking whispers, because they're just broken. Apparently. You're going to trust. Sorry, Cetra, about all this. So yes, this will lock you into the mob's most popular answer. Let's see what that is. That answer is B. Severus Snape. Is that the correct answer? That is the correct answer. Yeah, your messages are coming through, Farnham, but I don't know. Some are definitely coming through. I could see a couple of minutes ago you said B, which was the correct answer. Okay, so we got 4 AI eliminated, and we also got Daz eliminated on that question. You're now 5 away from the next bracket up, which is $5,000. Would you like to take the $1,000 prize money you currently have, or would you like to take on the mob? Yeah. I need to change the currency symbol, don't I, Skulk out? Here comes your next question. If you went to see a chiropractor, which part of the body would you be expecting treatment of? Would it be your spine, your nose, or your ears? Mob, please answer now. We got 2 answers in, 3 answers, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I've got 6 answers in then. Not sure if I got one from Farnham Ref though. Took you 3 attempts. Bloody hell. I don't know what that's about then. Yeah, I think for the time being, if you are having problems with Whisper, use the public chat. Yeah, or if you are using extension, obviously use the extension. That'll be where we want to go in the future, because clearly Whispers can't be trusted anymore. So yeah. Yeah, answering the public chat if you can't get any answers through is all I can suggest if you are still playing by chat. Alright, Cetra, have you got any ideas of this answer? If you went to see a chiropractor, what would you expect them to be working on? Well, thank you for bearing with the technical difficulties, Cetra. It's appreciated. It's certainly more technical difficulties than I was expecting to have happen, though. I do also notice that someone on the extension tried to answer at the wrong time. Wild guess incoming. Okay, I'm gonna go for your spine. Go to a chiropractor. Will they be manipulating your spine? They would indeed. Yeah, I guess that's what's happened, Farner, isn't it? All the AIs, all just AIs, got eliminated on that one. 9 in total. So we're now up to the next bracket up. You're up to $5,000. Still have 2 helps remaining. 6 away from the next bracket up of $10,000. Would you like to take the $5,000/Doots? Or would you like to take on the mob? What do you mean, Puzzle Dan? Manipulation of the spine. It already locked in an answer by that point, so I could say what I wanted to. And that's what it is. It is they manipulate your spine. Which of these is a name of one of the ghosts from Pac-Man? Is it Clyde, Kevin, or Guy? Mob, please answer now. DGT, yeah, if you just put in MLAH into chat, you'll be entered into the mob at some point. You won't be entered in immediately. You just have to wait the turn until there's a suitable time for you to join into the game. But yes, it will add you in, and then you'll be able to answer your question. Answer the questions from chat. Well, this is just the start of the stream, so I'll still be on for a good, at least another hour and a half. So, welcome. Cetra has locked in a Clyde as their answer. Is Clyde the correct answer? Is indeed the correct answer. We're moving on. Let's see who got knocked out that time. Hendred and Random Zombie of the human players got knocked out there. And we also got 6 AI members knocked out as well. So we're now up to $10,000. 8 away from the next bracket up of $25,000. Rufiels, indeed. Rufiels, Hendred. Oh, well. Well, if you didn't know the names, because... to be honest, I think a lot of people probably wouldn't know the names of the 4 ghosts of Pac-Man, especially Clyde. It's just why Clyde? Is it a reference to one of the developers or something? Or family of... I don't know. I actually don't know the reference of that. But it is the odd one out of all the other Pac-Man, like Inky, Blinking, Pokey. All kind of adverbs, adverb kind of things, and then just Clyde, because why not? Alright. $10,000, 8 away from the next one up of $25,000. Would you like to take on the mob? Or would you like to take $10,000? And that's a weird way of phrasing that question. I don't say it that way normally. It's either the money or the mob. Gonna take on the mob. Alright, let's keep going. 1 versus 68. Here comes your next question. A puzzle in which pictures, words, fragments, and their relative positions are used to convey a different word or phrase, such as seen on classic concentration, is known as what? Is it a cryptorhythm, a rebus, or a picotheorem? Picotheorem? Picotheorem. God, that's a long question. Who wrote that? Who wrote that question? Goodness me. A puzzle in which pictures, words, fragments, and their relative positions are used to convey a different word or phrase, such as seen on classic concentration, is it known as what? Of course it would be you, score count. So is it a cryptorhythm, a rebus, or a picotheorem? or Picothrum. I'm not entirely certain how the pronunciation goes for that. Well, you've locked in an answer, etc. You've gone for a rebus. Is rebus the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Let's see how many got eliminated. Elias is out on that one, as well as 5 other AI. Now, Elias, did you get that wrong, or did you get that wrong? For testing purposes. You're now only 2 away from the next bracket up, $25,000. Oh, okay, fair enough. He missed it. That's fair enough. All right. Well, yeah. If you're just having other people just play it instead, I'm happy with that. Yep, 2 away from the next bracket up, $25,000. Would you like to take the $10,000/doots? All right, I'm going to say it now. 10,000 doots. Would you like to take on the mob? I think from now on, I'm just going to say that they are doots. Rex, it seems to be a lot of people are having that problem today. Don't know why. Quizbot 3000 is definitely the place to be whispering, but if you're having problems, just keep trying it. But if you're having lots of problems, then I think you just have to use public chat or use the extension. Here's your next question, Cetra. Which international team has won the Men's Rugby World Cup the greatest number of times? Is it New Zealand, South Africa, or Australia? Mob, please answer now. I think I added you to the list of players for the extension though, Rex, so you should be able to play it that way if you can. But I don't know if you're on desktop or whatever at the moment. Okay, Cetra. You got any ideas of Rugby Union, Rugby World Cup? And, oh, you're going to poll the mob. Alright. So, which of the 3 options would you like to know more about? Would you like to know who went for A, who went for B, or who went for C? You've gone for C, and only 8 of the 62 remaining mob members chose C. That does also include Agnes. And that's it. Yeah. Agnes, out of the human players, chose that answer, and then a few AI. Everyone else chose a different answer. So it's looking unlikely that would be the right answer, but either that or it could be a fast track all the way up to $500,000. So with that information, what do you think you're going to go for? You can still ask the mob as well. There's nothing stopping you from choosing that as well as doing the poll in this question. If you feel like you need a bit more information about the question. Doots, sorry. Yes, I need to get into the habit of saying doots. Welcome, Asset. Good to see you. Well then, what you thinking, Cetra? You're gonna ask the mob. Okay, this is your final help. This will pick 2 random members of the mob out. Well, semi-random. One of them will have gotten the answer right. One of them will have gotten the answer wrong. And they will be able to give their reasons why they gave their answers. Hopefully, it won't pick Agnes and some other person. Or actually, it might, because then it might actually clue you in as to what the correct answer is. So, maybe we should hope that it picks Agnes and some other person. Let's see. Oh, it does! It's picked Agnes, it has picked Lupine. Interesting! Okay. So, Agnes, Lupine, state your reasons why you gave your answers. Agnes knows absolutely nothing about rugby, and that's Agnes's reasoning. Okay, and Lupine chose answer A. Reasoning for that, Lupine? I know it's New Zealand. The All Blacks are just too good at soft southern rugby. Are you more of an NRL fan, maybe, Lupine 1? Alright. Cetra, with that information, what do you think you're going to go for? Or are you more a Aussie rules? Huddersfield? Ah, okay. Birthplace of real ruggers. Yes, clearly see. Alright, Cetra. With all of that information now, which one do you think you're going to go for? If I were to explain, I would agree with Agnes. Factoid Imperial and Yandor are still TBD. That is still a TBD, but I do actually have the back end open, so I can just search for the questions to look for a factoid if there is any. You've gone for New Zealand. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Let's see, do we have any information? Ah, we do have information. I'll read that out. Thank you for that subtle prompt. Oh, loads of AI got that one out. Oh, goodness. 17 AI and Agnes all got eliminated on that one. Okay, so reading off of the factoid information. Apparently, New Zealand have won the contest of Rugby World Cup 3 times in total. South Africa and Australia have won it twice. And England has won it once. Although England wasn't listed anyway. But anyway, whatever. So, that's the additional information there for that question. So we are now up to $50,000, past the halfway point. We are also out of helps. So, from this point onwards, you'll be able to see a sneak peek of just the question that you would next face. And then with that information, you can then decide whether you want to continue on against the mob, or you want to take the money you currently have, which is currently 50,000 doots. So let's see a sneak peek. Which of these is not a base SI unit? Well, that's not much help, because we're not going to give you the options. So, based off of that question and that question alone, would you like to take the money, or would you like to take on the mob? No, I did not actually discover that yet, Farnham. Good. Thank you for reminding me. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, you're going to take on the mob. All right. Let's see the question and the possible answers. Your possible answers are Candela, Mole, and Pascal. Mob, please answer now. Okay, so you have no more helps now. You are left to just your own decisions. So, which of those three do you think is not a base SI unit? Whispers are definitely coming through. I just saw Rex's come through. Citra's locking in an answer. I'm going to go for C, Pascal. Is Pascal not a base SI unit? That is the correct answer. Well done. Let's see, you got eliminated on that one. Catnip's out on that one. Lupine and Daniel Peak are all out on that one. Some big hitters leaving there. Of the humans we have remaining, we have just Tipster remaining, I believe. I'm not seeing any other human players. I do see JP's tried to join in as well as his fakey account, but yeah, Tipster, I believe, is the only human player remaining now. Goodness me. Well, it's down to 1 versus 36, so that's 35 AI and Tipster. You're at 75,000 doots. 6 away from 100,000 doots. Let's see a sneak peek of your next question. Which the following blood vessels carries deoxygenated blood? Okay, you might know about your blood vessels. Do you know which one carries the deoxygenated blood? So, you like to take the 75,000 dudes? Or you like to take on the mob? Testing, testing. I see that, Farnham Ref. I do see that. Whisper. So, Cetra, what do you think? Feel confident enough to go for the question? Or do you want to bail? Que. I see a Que from score count as well. It's also worth mentioning to the newer people as well. Catnip is, I think it's sort of like, oh, you're going to continue on, all right. Catnip still has an offer on the table of if you eliminate every single member, you will get real cookies. Okay, let's see the possible options for this question. They are the pulmonary vein, the pulmonary artery, or the coronary artery. Mob, please answer now. And Catnip also clarifies, not just store-bought, but actually baked by Catnip herself. And you can also have that changed to like a subscription or something in lieu of cookies as well. I believe someone else has chosen that option. You tried 5 times in a row, did you, Samster? You did say something. You said a musical thing. I don't know when that was. No, that was in that phrase. You definitely said something. You definitely said something in that, Samster. Maybe it didn't come through in time. Yeah, as Catnip says, yeah. Cetra says, I think arteries always carry oxygenated blood, not deoxygenated blood. Alright, so you're thinking on that then. Means Rex, if we answered a question wrong already, doesn't mean we're no longer part of the mob. I know you're still part of the mob, you're just not part of the active mob. When the next game starts, you'll be back in play, as it were. And you can still keep playing anyway to earn experience points and to build up a streak. So you always answer the questions if you're playing. No, correct answer there was the pulmonary artery, unfortunately. Interesting. Because I was thinking the same kind of thing, that the veins are the ones to do the return journey, but that's not the correct answer, it would seem. Let's see if there's any information on that. Oh, that's an old question that I had originally written, apparently. I must have sourced that from somewhere and just put it on my account. Anyway. Pulmonary goes from the heart to the lungs. All right, thank you for that information, Tipster. Well, from the looks of things, Tipster, you are the remaining member. Are you you want to skip? Do you? You want to skip? All right. Well, I still have to go through the motions of accepting you as the next player and then moving on to another one. But anyway, yeah. Let's see what the experience was like this game. Tipster with the top prize there, 400. Then Cetra, then Lupine, Catnip, Daniel Peak, Score Count, Connor, Agnes, Edam, Samster, Hendred, Harry, welcome Harry, Elias Drahuska, Random Zombie, Daz, Ryan, Farnham, Weemers, Puzzle Dan, and Asset. XP this episode is the same, and that's where everybody is currently standing. Remember, this is the final XP earning episode of this season, so once this stream ends, that will be it for the XP standings for this season. So if you want to get in a good place, now's the last opportunity to do that. I do still need to account possibly for some points for Farnham Ref though. You think your old XP has been added? Might have done. I didn't expect it to, but okay, I guess. Correct, BMN. Yes. You can join at any time now, and it will try and account for you as best it can. Don't remember having that many. Well, you do have that many, so there you go. Oh, you're in a bunch of pain now, Tipster. Oh, that's no fun. That's not fun. Well, wish you a speedy recovery from whatever it is. Extension's not working for you, Rex. Are you sure you've accepted the extension and also accepted to treat you as an actual person? Because you do need to do that, do the thing at the bottom middle twice, in essence, for it to actually work while it's still in test mode. Alright, that's where everybody's standing currently. Let's pick the next one, which is probably going to be Tipster, and then I'll defer on to the next player, I guess. I'll still go through the motions, though. Tipster, you are the next one up. Would you like to play, or would you like to pass? Scorecat says reroll. Yeah, I probably will just reroll in a moment. Tipster is one of the 2 people that have completed the full game, gone all the way up to the million doots. Well, no, now if people are just going to ask for spots like that, that's just going to be kind of like favoritism. I'll let the RNG pick instead. All right. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pick a new one. Let's see who it picks. It has picked Edam Cheese as the next one. Okay, Edam. Again, decision comes to you. You can either play in voice, play in chat, or we reroll for someone else. Entirely your decision. If you are still with us. Play in chat? Alrighty, let's play in chat. Good luck. Everyone's confused. Everyone's confusing Hendred now because of Vias de Mol. In the film series The Incredibles, the titular family wear outfits with a special insignia. What is this insignia? Is it the letter I inside a stylized diamond? Is it the letter I inside a stylized oval? Or is it the letter I inside a stylized circle? The Incredibles. So yeah, Hendred, the reason everyone's saying that is because I think Score Count possibly introduced it first as a thing everyone says when someone gets picked on Wonderwall or 1 vs 100. And I'm certain that's a reference from something to do with Vias de Mol. So that's why. Alright, you've gone for the letter I inside a stylized oval. Is that the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Okay. Who got eliminated? Oh yeah, that didn't get cleared out. We'll ignore that. There's more AI eliminated than there should have been. So 4 actually got eliminated AI-wise. And of humans, we got BMN, Harry, Cetra, Puzzle Dan, and Catnip Fields were eliminated on that question. Well, let's not talk about this. Alright. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll not dwell on that too long then, I guess. Okay, 1 away from the first bracket up. You don't get to choose yet, Edam. Let's move on to the next question. Indeed. Queh, indeed. Alright, here's your next question, Edam. In Rocket League, players have to guide a ball to a goal by using what? Is it a rocket launcher, a car, or a robot wearing a jetpack? Well, please answer now. Or is it a chimpanzee riding on a Segway? Okay, Edam. What do you think? The real question is, which would be coolest? It's a good question. I mean, we're starting to get to the whole point of robots potentially being that good that we could actually theoretically do that. Car is the correct answer. Okay. Here comes the eliminations. Farnham Ref and Ryan got eliminated on that question alongside 3 other AI. Okay. Well, we could have done, but RNG is a bitch, Puzzle Dan. Okay, you're up to the first bracket then of 1,000 doots. 6 away from the next bracket of 5,000 doots. Would you like to take the money, or would you like to take on the mob? Gonna take on the mob. Okay, let's see the next question. Next question is, which sign of the zodiac is represented by the crab? Is it Cancer, Libra, or Virgo? Mob, please answer now. What are you saying, score count? What is this? Random zombie, stop trying to make that a thing. What? Oh, the tipster point. Oh, we can definitely make tipster point a thing. Oh, yes, we can. We can definitely make it a thing. Edam has locked in a Cancer. Is this the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Let's see who got eliminated. DTG and Daz got eliminated on that one, alongside 6 other AIs as well. So we're now up to the 5,000 doots bracket. 8 away from the next one of 10,000 doots. Would you like to take the 5,000 doots? Or would you like to take on the mob? Gonna take on the mob. Alright, let's keep going. No worries, DCG. You can keep playing anyway for experience. Which number follows the popular in the 1990s TV series Beverly Hills? Is it 90727, 90521, or 90210? That's a bit of a weird way of phrasing it, but yeah. Which number follows the popular in the 1990s TV series Beverly Hills? Alrighty. Elias claims he didn't proof that one. Really? Really? Why are you chucking that one in there so suddenly saying that? That's the one. No factoid information. Alright. Edam was locked in C, 90210. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. We're moving on. How many got eliminated? Just AI members got eliminated, 5 in total. So now we are 3 away from the next bracket of 10,000 doots. 73 away from the full million. So we'd like to take the 5,000 doots, or we'd like to take on the mob. Yes, as Tipster says, 90210 is the zip code for Beverly Hills. Hence that particular number choice. 1 versus 73. Let's keep going. Here's your next question. Which computer application is mentioned in All About That Bass by Megan Trainor? Is it WordPad, Chrome, or Photoshop? Mob, please answer now. Yes, that doot sign does look suspiciously like a dollar sign. You are completely right, B-Man. So, all about that bass. That bass. That bass. That buttery biscuit bass. Might be getting my songs mixed up there. Stop taking whispers. Oh, okay. Well, I can only apologise. That's not on my end why whispers are getting destroyed like that. All I can say is, playing public chat And or if you feel comfortable testing the extension out if you are on desktop, then we can also try that as well. But you may have to leave and rejoin the lobby for that to work. Photoshop is the correct answer. It's definitely not a Quizbot bug, because I can see the whispers directly from the Twitch page, so if I can see some are definitely coming through, and people are definitely answering because they're still in the game. So as far as I can see, it's not a Quizbot bug. This one is just the whispers are not being delivered, and that's on Twitch. That's not on me at all. So sorry about that. All right, score count got eliminated on that one. You busted yourself out. Oh, really? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a weird word. Fair enough. And 3 other AI as well. All right, we're up to 10,000 doots. 9 away from the next one of 25,000 doots. Would you like to take 10,000, or would you like to take on the mob? You're gonna take on the mob. All right. 1 versus 69. Here comes your next question. What the hell was that, Agnes? In which role did Jerry Brown replace Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2011? Is it the Governor of California, Mr. Universe, or Mr. Maria Shriver? Shriver. I think Shriver. In which role did Jerry Brown replace Arnold Schwarzenegger in 2011? Okay, Edam, have you got an idea what this one is? Gonna have to guess this. Well, you do have 3 helps as well. You're currently about a third of the way up. Oh no, you just go straight in for the answer. Alright. I'm gonna lock in Governor of California. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. All worked out. You feel good with it? Yep. Well, you should do, because that was the right answer. Who got eliminated? JP's out on that one, as well as 10 AIs. That's 11 eliminated in total. Probably should have used the helps though. Yeah. Although at this point you do still have quite a few humans, so trust is still fairly powerful. And poll is ask actually more is probably more helpful actually at the moment still. So yeah, you're still in a good position to use the helps currently. You're not lacking any help yet, but we are coming close to the threshold for seeing sneak peeks of questions. You're only 8 away from that threshold. Don't got much time, so I need to leave now when playing this. Hopefully next time, see you play this with whispers will be working better. Alright, no worries, DTG, take care. Yeah, that's all I can help, is that whispers just work better in the future, and or we get extensions properly working. And then everyone could be on the extension. We don't have to care about whispers anymore. Alrighty. So yeah, 8 away from the halfway point of 50,000 doots. Edam, would you like to take the 25,000 doots? Or would you like to take on the mob? We'll take on the mob, alright. Let's keep going. Here comes the next question. According to the famous song, half of my heart is in Havana, na. But Havana is in what country? Dominican Republic, Mexico, or Cuba? Havana or Nana? Alrighty. This is a song that we've been learning to play in Tight Funk, although we are mixing it with Smooth by Santana as well. It's kind of a strange mix, but it kind of works. Ooh, nana, indeed. Had this quiz before, so you think you know it? Alrighty, what are you going to go for? Gonna go for C, Cuba. Is Cuba the correct answer? Meow. Hello, Whiskers. Where are you? You're there. Alright. It's only easy if you know the answer, indeed, but he does know the answer. Cuba is correct. Who got eliminated? Oh, we're not quite at the halfway threshold yet. It's on the precipice, one away from 50,000 doots. We did see a random zombie get eliminated on that question, alongside 6 other AI as well. Still have all the helps intact. Yeah. You are 51 away from the full 1 million doots. Let's keep going. Well, of course, got to ask you the question. You'd like to take 25,000 doots? Would like to take on the mob? It's the mob. Alright, I'm going to keep going. Where are you, Whiskers? I'll wait until we're into a question to try and find you. Okay, what light colour will you get if you combine green, blue, and red light? Is it yellow light, black light, or white light? Mob, please answer now. Getting 999 flashbacks now. Thank you, slow-mo guys, says Connor. Alright, well, Edam, you got an idea what you're going to go for this one? Your class science is a strong point. Well, hopefully then you got this right. I'm going to go for sea white light. Is that the correct answer while I go and retrieve Whiskers? Where you go? It is the correct answer. There we go. That's a tail. Yes, hello. Okay, Drahuska and Elias got eliminated on that question alongside 5 AI. I would hope that, again, Elias is allowing someone else to play because he playing a lot of 909 on that kind of stuff. I'm sure he would have known about the additive colour system like that. But anyway. The mighty tail of fur does proof its Whiskers, Queen of Floof. Hello, there is Whiskers. All hail. Wrong series. Co-worker said black. I face palmed. Oh, yeah. Alright. Well, you're now past the halfway point, Edam. From this point onwards, you'll get to see a sneak peek of each question before you have to face it. You still have all of your helps remaining. We still have how many humans remaining? We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 8. We also have tipster there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 humans remaining. Okay. Let's see a sneak peek of your next question, and then you can decide whether you want to take money or mob. Which planet in the solar system is roughly 10 times as far from the sun as Earth? Now, I believe this might have been a reroll question as a previous sneak peek that wasn't used, potentially. I can't remember. It's definitely a repeat. I definitely recognise it. But I can't remember if it actually got used proper or not. There'll still be some questions like that still sitting in the midst of the questions that were or were not used. Chase? I don't think that was on the chase. I believe I counted all the chase used questions over as well. But anyway, it's definitely a repeat, but I can't remember if it got properly used or not. Anyway, here are the possible options. They are Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Alright. Mob, please answer now. The problem is that there's just lots of questions that are all kind of... There are a few solar system related questions, I believe. Yeah, this just does ring a bell. It might have been that this was... No, I can't remember. Because I've definitely seen this, but Can't remember now where exactly. Anyway, what are you thinking, Edam? Definitely can't be Wonderwall unless someone rewrote it from a Wonderwall question. Was definitely a completed answer on 1 versus 100. Okay. Well, that should definitely have been excluded. Because we definitely have a lot of questions available. This is hard. It is indeed, Edam. The questions do get harder as we go on. And Agnes is saying that it was definitely unfinished. Alright, well, okay. Okay, Edam, you're going to go for polling the mob. Okay, which of 3 options would you like to poll for information? You've gone for B. Now, 27 of the 44 have chosen B. So it's not a vast majority, but it is the majority. There's a slight majority that have chosen that particular option. So that's kind of down the middle a bit, actually. Let's see what humans have chosen. We've got Asset, we've got, I think that's Samster, Connor, Tipster, and those are all the humans that have chosen that particular option. Hendrid, Lupine, Agnes, and Daniel Peak did not choose this option. They chose something else entirely different. So, based off of that information, Edam, what do you think you're going to go for? So yeah, it's kind of like 50% human chose that option, but 50% chose a different option. Okay, you're going to lock it in. You're going to lock in B, Saturn, as your option, as your choice. Is that the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. We're moving on. Let's see all the eliminated players. Well, there's going to be quite a few of them. There we go. Lupine, Agnes, Daniel Peak, and Hendrid all got that wrong alongside 13 other AI. It's quite a lot of AI for one question. It's probably one of the higher numbers, actually. So, 17 mob members got eliminated. Rocketed it all the way up to 100,000 doots now. We have 4 human players remaining. Means that trust is suddenly becoming a bit more precarious to use now, because it will try and choose the most popular answer out of humans first, if there are still humans remaining. Once all the humans are gone, then it will lock into AI most popular answer. But while we still have humans, it will lock into humans most popular answer. Okay, 1 versus 27, 7 away from the next bracket up of 250,000 doots. Let's see a sneak peek of your next question, and we'll see if you want to continue. At a certain level, Pac-Man breaks and you get an unwinnable kill screen. At what level does this occur? Another Pac-Man question already, goodness me. Alright, Edam. 100,000 doots could be yours if you just walk away now. Or would you like to take on the mob of 27? Yes, Pac-Man again, I know. It's definitely on the list to try and mix the questions up a bit. Didn't get implemented though, because I was trying to focus more on the extension stuff, but that got sidetracked further because yeah, functionality that Twitch say should be there isn't there when you're trying to test it. So there you go. So what do you think, Edam? You're saying let's go for it. All right. Well, there we go then. It's taking on the mob. All right. 1 versus 27. Let's see. Well, we know the question. It's the kill screen of Pac-Man. At what level does this occur? Is this level 255, level 256, or level 128? Mob, please answer now. Now then, Edam. You say that you're good on your sciences. Does that also potentially extend to computer sciences? Sounds like it does, because he's saying it's a counting error. Overflow, I think. Sounds plausible. So, which is he going to go for? It's going to go for level 256, thinking it's going to overflow a bite. Unsigned, specifically. Is it the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Well done. Who got eliminated on that one? Just 5 AI. Everybody else knew that one. The 4 human players remain. You are now 2 away from the next bracket up of 250,000 doots. Let's see a sneak peek at the next question. We'll see if you want to continue or not. Which popular toys feature Xavier Roberts' signature on their behinds? Interesting. Would you like to take the 100,000 doots that you currently have? Or would you like to take on the mob of 22? Which popular toys feature Xavier Roberts' signature on their behind? It's plural. Edam's going, ooh. Possibly has an inkling. No point stopping now. Oh, sounds brave. Here we go. Gonna keep going. Taking on the mob. Ooh. This is where I need to add in the audience sound effect things as well. That definitely needs adding as a feature. Anyway, here are your possible options. Is it the Cabbage Patch Kids? Is it the Care Bears? Or is it the Troll Dolls? Mob, please answer now. Let's see if I can bring this camera down a little so you can see the ears of Whiskers. Now you can see the face of Whiskers. Hello there, Whiskers. Yeah, there you go. Alright then, Edam. Any of those part of your inkling? Used to have a Care Bear. I don't think theirs was signed. Okay. Oh, Catnip was going along the lines of Barbie being Barbara Millicent Roberts, as we now know. So was Samster, thinking along the same lines. I'm worried that someone signs Doll's backsides. Yeah. I don't know. Right, well, Edam's going to go for an ask. So here we go. He's going to pick 2 people out of the mob. One got it right, one got it wrong. You can't see Whiskers. Let me see if I can bring this down a bit further so you can see Whiskers. Yeah. Alright, let's see who it picks. Oh, it's picked Samster and it's picked Asset. Samster chose A, Asset chose C. Both of you may now choose to leave a response as to why you chose those options. State your case, as BMN says. Asset apparently goes with a random choose, and Samster says, I have no idea, I was going to go Care Bears, but we've had too many Bs in a row, because that's how RNG works. Okay, so those are the options there. A or C. We know it can't be B now. It's one of those two. Which is it? Is it the Cabbage Patch Kids? Or is it the Troll Dolls? You can also choose to still trust the mob at this point. But you do know at least one human player will have gotten this question wrong at this point. At least one. Okay, let's bring the camera back up to me again. Solid logic. Let's take my favourite letter. His favourite letter is apparently an A. He's going to go for Cabbage Patch Kids. Is it the correct answer? It is indeed the correct answer. Well, it's definitely not B. Clearly that is how RNG works. So Asset was actually the only human player to be eliminated on that. I was right in saying that it was at least one. It came out to be just one. We now have just 3 human players remaining. That is Samster, Connor, and Tipster. Tipster's still doing very well despite his infirmities. You're now up to 250,000 doots. 6 away from 500,000 doots. We are certainly on our way for a possible third millionaire situation, yeah. You still have 1 help remaining as well. You still have your trust to use up. But let's see, sneak peek in the next question. See if you feel like you want to continue. This is tense. Indeed it is, Edam, isn't it? Here comes your next question. What of these is a type of playing card invented in Japan as a result of the strict prohibition on gambling? Okay. Do you have any sort of ideas what this could be? Do you want to take the 250,000 doots? Or would you like to take on the mob? For the cookies, Catnip says. For the cookies. The trust will favour humans first. Yes, while there are still humans available, it will indeed favour human choices. If there's a split, if it's a split decision as to who has the majority, as long as one of those in the split got the answer right, it will pick the right answer for you, and it won't do a 50-50 gamble for you. So in this situation with 3 of them remaining, if they all go for different answers in this situation, you'd be safe to use a trust. If 2 go for one and 1 go for the other, or for another, then it will go with the 2 in that situation. And then if it's 3, or all 3 of them go for one, then it'll go for that one anyway. So those are your kind of options that it plays out as. In one of them, you're kind of in a guaranteed situation, but in the other 2, it's not a guarantee. You're gonna take on the mob. All right, here we go. He's not feeling soft yet, Puzzle Dan. He's not feeling soft just yet. Let's see the 3 possible options. Is it Taro? Is it Koi Koi? Or is it Hanafuda? Mob, please answer now. Okay, I'm going to have a look at this one. I'm wondering if there's factoid information on this question. It feels like there could be. That one. Oh, there isn't. Okay, alright, no worries. Okay, Edam, any of those you think you want to go for? This one was updated by Unknown, apparently. Oh, this was done ages ago. That's why it was updated by Unknown. Okay. Got verified by Elias, but yes, it was written by Skull Count. Alright, Edam's ruling out Taro at this point. Any particular reasons why you're ruling out Taro? Do you think it's just not Japanese, potentially? Or any other reasons why you're not potentially choosing that? Hey, you're the one saying that, Score Count. You're thinking that Tarot is a European system. Okay. Pokemon, that was going to be your guess, was it really, Rex? God, that help command is still very... yeah, it's still very helpful, isn't it? So, you're thinking it's a 50-50 toss-up then, Edam, between Koi Koi and Hanafuda. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I need to share that at some point, don't I? That completely low-effort meme video I did in preparation of Duel. Next week, Duel is a thing. If you want to If you want to sign up for that, hit it on the Discord, go to the sign-ups channel, and put your name down. We've got about 13 people, I think, and plus one potentially, maybe not. So 13 or 14 players currently. If we get to 16, that would be brilliant, because then we could do a full tournament of 16 down to 1. And that'll be next week's thing. I've seen Koi Koi on one of the old DS compilation cards, and they were mainly gambling based. Alright. I'm going to do some research, because I have a feeling we can get some nice factoid information out of this. Oh, he's going to go for a lock-in. You have some info. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, Elias. Yeah, we'll have that information. All right, you're going to go for Hanafuda. Is C, Hanafuda, the correct answer? It is the correct answer. Whiskers waves at you. Well done. Let's keep going. Oh. Well, they all got it right, so if you did trust them, they would have all got it right for you anyway. But we did eliminate 7 AI, so we're now into the final 9 members of the mob. 9 away from 1 million doots and catnip's cookies. How you feeling, Adam? How you feeling? Did Elias post something yet? No. Oh. Sorry, he did. Koi Koi is actually a card game played with Hanafuda cards. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. So, he does go, ah. Don't blame you. Let's see a sneak peek of your next question. You still have a help remaining, so that's still in your favour. But it is getting increasingly worrisome to use it at this point. But you do still have a help remaining. Let's see your next question. Which of the following composers was the lyricist for his operas as well as the composer? Now, we're not going to give you the options. Have a think what composers might be both the lyricist and the composer for his operas. If you think you've got a decent idea what this might be. Or maybe not. Maybe you think the 3 remaining human players, they might have a good idea of what the answer might be, and you might be able to use a trust to keep you in. Music is not good for Edam, he says. You are 9 away from the full 1 million dupe prize. Only 9 away. That could be done all in one question. This could be the last question. The remaining players, human-wise, are Samster, Connor, and Tipster. So, fairly strong contestants in Connor and Tipster, certainly. Samster, I think, is getting through in the skin of the teeth at the moment, given some of the responses. Yeah, that way it's a complete ploy, and they're actually really good at quizzing. Absolute shade. Hey, I'm just picking up what I can from chat. Yeah, suffice to say, they've all done really well to get to this point. Connor is saying, well, I don't have a clue on this one. He might be lying. He might be just be trying to put you off from continuing on. Oh, he's going to play on. Good on you. All right, let's see. 1 versus 9. Here's the question again. And here come your 3 possible answers. Richard Wagner, Giuseppe Verdi, or Giacomo Puccini? Mob, please answer now. Oi, stop trying to answer outside of the spectrum of possible options. Okay then, Edam. Any of those composers ring a bell? -1 is not an option, Samster. Really, score count? You're just plucking those out now as well. -1 is not an option either, Catnip. Not the badge. That bash is not an option either. I'm not really much of a composer, I'm more of an arranger anyway. You recognise Wagner? Well, at least you recognise someone. Does that help you in any way? Panda is not an option. Doot is not an option. Meow is not an option either. Can I take pi as an answer? No. Well, no, you can't. Not in this case. If pi was exactly equal to 3 and it was Wonderwall, then yeah, I might be able to accept it. But it is neither of those things. So, Edam, what's your current plan at the moment? Do you think you're going to go for a trust, or do you think you want to go with the one composer you do know? At this point, I'm not convinced they know either. So you've caught yourself in a kind of dilemma here then. So you have to give an answer at some point. It's whether you give your own answer or whether you trust the mob. Then you're going to go for your own answer. And you're going to go for the one you know. Well, sometimes it does help. Just going for the one you know is Wagner, the correct answer. It is the correct answer. Congratulations. So keep going. Who got eliminated? Always go with your gut. Connor got eliminated on that one. And 5 AI. We're now down to 1 versus 3. And you still have Trust the Mob available. 3 away from the top prize and still a help remaining. This is definitely a thing. This is close. Oh, he's dying, Edam. Don't die yet, Edam. You're potentially 1 question away from the top prize. That's it. Only takes 1 question to win or lose. Okay. I'm going to hit the button. I'm going to see a sneak peek of the next question. And then I'm going to ask you quite an important question after that. Let's see the sneak peek first. Which war saw the first major introduction of radar and napalm? This was a reuse. This is definitely a reuse. Yeah, this is definitely a reuse. And I'm so certain I brought in the chase listings. Dang it. Okay. Well, it is sort of a good question, Edam, if you were watching last week. 2 weeks ago, even. 2 weeks ago. It was on the chase and should have been fixed. Alright, okay. If you weren't watching, now I'm sure you're participating as well, so isn't this a bit easy for 1v3? That was a thing again that people kind of disputed the difficulty in this question as well. Don't remember this from this chase. Okay. Anyway. So, we'd like to take the 500,000 doots you currently have. We'd like to take on the question, take on the mob of 3, and maybe this is the last question. Maybe you eliminate everybody after this one. I have a feeling this was a 1v100 because we were disputing the difficulty of the question, not necessarily the content of the question. Yeah. That's a lot of doots. You can't stop now. Yeah, you're 3 away from another additional 500,000 doots on top of it. It's taking on the mob. Good luck on you. Good luck. Here's the question, and here are the possible answers. One of them could be 1 million doots worth. Is it the Korean War, World War II, or World War I? Please answer now. Okay. Do you have an idea what this could be? If you don't, do you feel confident enough to go with a trust? His answers aren't too bad, he says. Feels fairly confident. Does he feel 1 million doots confident? Sure it's not C, that was too early. Okay. $1 million dootlas, indeed. This isn't the million doot drop. Well, no. If it was, there'd be a 60-second timer right now. Do you feel confident? Oh, here we go. Don't know much about A, but I thought World War II from the sneak peek. Ah. So it does align. It does align. I think £1 million drop is possibly on the list of options. Well, he feels confident enough to go for it and lock in B, World War II. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer! How many got eliminated? Just the AI got eliminated. We have just humans remaining. This is a straight up 1v100 situation now. 1v2 humans. We've gotten to this situation before with Toby with a 1v2. That was with humans as well, was it not? But Toby ended his game on v2. Let's see a sneak peek on the next question. According to a comprehensive mathematical study, what is the minimum possible number of given numbers that a standard 9x9 Sudoku puzzle can have in order to have only one solution and thus be valid? Now, 1v2. 2 away from the top prize of $1 million doots. Or dootlas. He's going to go for it. He feels confident that he knows this. Alright. Must do a lot of Sudokus or just knows this useless bit of knowledge. Let's see. Even Hendrik thinks he knows this. Thanks number files, etc. Alright, let's see the possible options. Is it 16? Is it 17? Or is it 18? Okay. Mob, please answer now. Straight away there, we've got a flurry of possible options in the public chat. Okay. 1v2. Alright then, Atomic. Atomic? It's Atomic just said so that, sorry. Edam. Edam. This is either 100% or 33%. Gotta thank number file for this. You're sure of this. Alright. Well then. Feel confident to lock it in? We do feel confident to lock it in. It's gone for B, 17. Is that right? Cue tension. It is the correct answer. Let's see who got eliminated. Anybody get eliminated? No! They remain in the mob. We're still in a 1v2 situation. Oh, straight into the next question as well. Which lipoprotein is good for your health? I forgot that does just continue straight away on a no wrong situation. Okay, so that is your next question now. 2 away again from the million doots. Currently on 500,000 doots. You still have a help remaining. So even if you think you don't know this, if you think at least one of them does know it, then you may be safe for another question. So, what do you think? Do you want to take the money? Or do you want to take on the mob? He's gonna go for it. Wow. Gotta applaud that. Okay, here come your 3 possible options. Oh, I'm not going to be able to pronounce these, am I? Chilomicron, HDL, or LDL? Mob, please answer now. Goodness me. There's me thinking there's going to be something easy to say. Nope. Do we have any information further on this? Probably. While I've got this here, I'm going to try and pronounce this as well. If this will even say it. It won't say it. Cool. Great. Okay then. You're saying HDL and LDL hard to say. Well, HDL and LDL in this situation are quite easy to say, but that first one, that chilomicron or kilomicron, Edam's saying HDL and LDL are both types of cholesterol. One is good and the other is bad. Harry's saying kilomicron. Oh, right, okay. Why CHY then if it's key? I guess chlorine has the same kind of k sound as well. And that's CH. I guess. English is weird. That's my uptake. I've no idea which though, so I guess I've got to. Here we go. This is where this is the most interesting part of this. In a situation of a 1v2, and we're trusting the mob. So let me lay it out. Just make certain everybody knows. If at least one of the 2 remaining mob members has got this right, Edam will be locked into that answer, and will continue on. If neither have got the right answer, then they'll just choose one of those wrong answers. Edam gets eliminated, and everybody else in the mob gets eliminated. And that's the end of the game. So it's either we continue on for another question, or this is it. That's it. So let us see what the mob has chosen. They have gone for HDL. Is that right? It is the right answer, so you remain for another question. Anybody get eliminated? No, they both got it right. Let's keep going. Let's see the next question. Which of these is not one of the filters on Instagram? Goodness me, we're still going. Still no, they won't go indeed. They are good. They are good quizzes. So, once again, 1v2. 500,000 dukes could be yours if you walk away right now. Or, if you feel like you know your Insta filters, playing against the mob, you now no longer have your helps, so you'll be left on your own. But you are 2 away from 1 million dukes. What are you going to go for, Edam? Put it this way, you're pretty much a 1 in 3 chance away of possibly winning 1 million dukes. Even if you don't know the answer. 1 in 3. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. 1 versus 2. Let's see the question. And here are the possible options. Is it Rio de Janeiro? Is it Wellington? Or is it Abu Dhabi? Which of these is not one of the filters on Instagram? 2 of these are. 1 of them is not. Which is not a filter on Instagram? Okay then, Edam, you are all on your own. At worst, it's a 1 in 3. But any of those give you an idea what they might be? What the answer might be? Any ideas? Must be thinking hard. Here. I mean, one of those stands out as not exotic. Which one of those would that be? Drop you back on the reserve list for view. Alright, okay. Yeah, I'll sort that out in a moment, Farnham. Edam has locked in B. Wellington. Is Wellington not a filter on Instagram? That is the correct answer. It is not a filter on Instagram. Rio de Janeiro and Abu Dhabi are. Anybody get eliminated? No! We're still going. We still have 2 humans remaining. Let's see the next question. Which original ER cast member left the show to pursue films starring later in From Dusk Till Dawn and Ocean's 11? And then this is again a repeat, but again. Now, those saying easy haven't seen this question. Those that saying easy haven't seen this question yet. Well, it's good that you haven't seen these questions yet, Edo, because at least it's maintaining the illusion for you. So, what do you think? Still 1 versus 2. 2 away from the million. You want to take the $500,000. You want to take on the mob. Yes, I think you are right, Elias, in that this was a bailout from Toby that you then possibly ran out after the fact. Okay. So, those saying that this is an easy question, haha. This is a 1 versus 100 style question. And this is where it gets tricky. The person who played John Carter. The person who played Doug Ross. The person who played Mark Green. Mob, please answer now. Never doubt the difficulties of the questions at this stage. They're always going to throw you a curveball. If you think the question is way too easy for this at this stage of the game, it's most certainly not going to be. Okay. Yeah, people are getting really evil with the question writing for 1 versus 100 as well. There's some real proper curveball answers that I've seen. Catnip and Scorecount certainly have done that. Edam has no idea at all. Well, as I said in the last question, at worst, it's a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. Never seen ER. Oh, right, so you've gone into this question. I'm guessing because you were thinking of maybe from Ocean's 11 you would have known who that was. Potentially, or from Dusk Till Dawn. You hope for a recognisable name, yeah. And this is why these questions are evil, because you're expecting a name, and we've obfuscated that here with no, the person who played the particular role in the ER TV show. So this is indeed 1v100. Obfuscate. Yeah, I use that word quite a lot actually. Like when we're making Android builds for games, we always try and obfuscate the code in some way. Let's go for the worst joke possible. A man with a spade on his head. The person who played Doug Ross. Is that the right answer? It is the right answer! He's still going! He's still going! And the humans got it right again! We're still going! We're still going! Here's the next question. Which medical professional would be most likely to perform an Ishihara test on a patient? Which medical professional would be most likely to perform an Ishihara test on a patient? Still, 1v2. The humans are not shifting. This is crazy. How many questions has this been now for this entire game? Now, would you like to take the $500,000 doots? Or would you like to take on the mob? You're already 2 away again. They can't keep at it all this time, surely. I'm not leaving. You know what this is, he thinks. Alright. What do you think? Maybe it's another obfuscated 1v100 question. Who knows? But you're still taking on the mob. And here are your 3 possible answers. Optician, general practitioner, or psychologist. Mob, please answer now. Maintaining other stuff. Alright then, Edam. Any of those align with what you were thinking? That. There we go. I think this is the colour blindness test, but GP is a curveball. Hindsight, I guess. What do you mean is this marked as a 3? What? Difficulty 3? Really? Shouldn't be picking that if that's the case. Wow. Yeah. That's difficulty level of 3. Interesting. Why? Weird. Okay. Yeah, it should really be picking difficulty 5 questions if they've got them. Weird it's picking a difficulty 3. Don't know. I would have gone for optician blind, but I feel like a GP could be more likely to diagnose. There should definitely be some 5s in there. Yes, 5 is the highest difficulty setting. It interests me then. What was that ER one then? Is there just something inherently wrong with the coding? No, the previous question is a 5-star, so that's definitely a difficult one. I wonder, what, did you change the difficulty after? Maybe I had retrieved it at some point over the few weeks or whatever at a different difficulty. You changed it, but it's not actually changed on my end, potentially. If that's the situation, if that's the case, that you changed the difficulty after it got published. Anyway, don't know about that. Anyway, at this very tense moment, Edam, what are you thinking is going to be your choice? Just stick with your gut. Alright. I'm going to go with A. Optician. Ishihara test. Which is an Ishihara colour test. Optician is the correct answer. We keep going. Did they get it right? Yes, they did. We're still going. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Let's see the next question. Which of these was one of the Tom Riddle's Horcruxes in Harry Potter? Which one of these was one of Tom Riddle's Horcruxes in Harry Potter? Why won't they stop? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, we're still in this situation. We're still at 1v2. Edam goes and says, right, Harry Potter, I should know this too. All right. Maybe this is Tipster's downfall. We have discovered in the past that Harry Potter is a downfall of Tipster. So we might get an elimination here. Let's see the possible options. Is it a turtle? A ring? Or a compass? Mob, please answer now. And this one is... Whoa! What? This is a level 2 question. This is a level 2 question. It's going down in difficulty. What's going on with that? That's really weird. Yeah, that's a level 2 question. I can't have run out of level 5 questions. Surely not. What's after tier 5? I'm sure I put a clamp on it to make certain it stays at 5 if it's that situation. I hope I haven't got it rolling over. But it's definitely definitely worth an investigation while this is going on. Open up Visual Studio and see what's going on. Because we had a lot of questions. That's true. Not complaining about the difficulty. Alright. I'm going to go for B, a ring. Is that the correct answer? There's the correct answer. Did we get any eliminations? Yes. But not Tipster. We got Samster out on that one, but not Tipster. We're not done, but we have got an elimination at least. We're now at 1v1. Edam versus Tipster. It's a straight duel now. Proper duel without, you know, it's a one chip duel basically at this point. Yeah, it's time to duel. Exactly. While I'm looking though, I need to look at 1 vs 100 quickly at this difficulty thing. Difficulty. Value. Pick question. Game state. Expected question difficulty. Oh. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, I don't have a clamp. So, actually at this point, it's actually just picking any question. Regardless of difficulty. Because it's picking something outside of the enum range. So, yeah. It is actually now just picking random questions. Can I fix it quickly now? No, because the build is live. I can't change that, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not something I can tweak currently. So we might be here a while if it keeps picking low ball questions. RNG at its best and worst, indeed. But to have done that, we must have gotten through 3, 6, 9, 12, at least 14 questions to get to that point. So, there's quite a few questions. Anyway, let's see a sneak peek of the next question, which may be any difficulty. Oh, wow, there it goes. Decides to go proper 1-star difficulty. Which of these numbers is not a perfect square? It's also a repeat as well, which is bloody irritating. And that's definitely been used. Oh no, wait, hang on. Oh, that sounds scary. Hang on, that actually sounds scary. No! No! Shit. I know what's just happened. Fuck. I know what's happened. This is not good. I hope I've got a backup somewhere. Anyway, those are your possible options. Yeah, I hope I've got a backup somewhere. Because it's actually reset the list of questions. It's actually reset them. I'm looking through the code logic now. And it's gone. If I can't pick a question of this difficulty, and I can't pick a question of difficulty plus or minus 1, then it goes, reset all the questions I've used, then try and pick, regardless. So we are in a situation where all the questions have actually been reset at this point. Bugger. Absolute buggeration. Right, here's the next question. Who's the writer of the game? Half-Life. Fuck. No, you don't worry about people on the actual question writing side. The questions that get tracked is a separate thing entirely. I might be able to bring some of this information back after the fact, but yeah, we're now in a situation where the active memory is going, I've just reset all the questions. So, I can't believe we've done it at this time. And it's such a stupid bloody programming error as well. I am sorry about this. Is that what you're going to do, Edam? You're going to take the money? You're going to take the money. Alright, well, you had a good run. And you got yourself all the way up to $500,000. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look over here quickly. Damn, that streak. Just tips the remaining. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to restart the game again. And hopefully I can find a list of questions that haven't been used. Has it actually been saved to the file yet? Oh, it probably has done just now. Let me see. Shoot. Yeah, it has just this moment saved. Heck. So the best situation I have now is I can roll back to after the chase. Or, yeah, it is 10 PM, isn't it? I kind of want another person up, but also I don't want to continue bloody messing up this freaking thing. Yeah. The problem I have now is that I only have a backup from after the chase, so there's still every likelihood that we can still get repeats that we've seen today. So there's not going to be much more I can do, really. I can have it roll back to, being 200 questions or so that are available, but it'd take a while to get that list back up to what we've used now and have the code fixed as well. Dang it. Well, that really, yeah, I think I am, Farnham. I think I am. That's super depressing to have that happen at the end of that really epic game. But at least it's highlighted a major bug that I can fix. So yeah, I'll have to work on a better, more robust solution for this in future, because this is, it's a bit pants. Would it be worth making a skip button to put repeats into done? Maybe. But that kind of relies on me having to remember that they've been repeats or whatever. Yeah. Dang it. Really quite I'm more frustrated myself because of that. Because this was a completely avoidable situation if I'd just done the thing right. And I just hadn't. So, sorry for spoiling all your fun, everybody, today. That, like, with Twitch Whispers just going up and not working, and this at the end as well. Yeah, and this is a hell of an ending for the end of season 1. Yeah, it's the last XP stream as well. Well, I hope it was still fun, despite all of that. But yeah, I need to kick my ass for that. That's so bad. Well, thank you very much for everybody playing along in this Twitch interactive season. We still have Duel next week, which, oh god, that's I'm gonna have to fix it ahead of time for that because that's going to be using the multiple choice set. So we're gonna have to fix that for next week anyway. So yeah, Duel signups for that. I believe I've accounted for Farnref saying he's now on the tentative list. And I've also added Daniel Peake. He's messaged me saying he wants to be on the list. So that'll be good to see him on the Duel. And thank you, Elias. Thank you, everybody, for the kind words. I am my own worst critic at times, and it's situations like this where he just goes, "This is something that I could have easily have just avoided if I'd just done it right," and it's just completely ruined this because I was all up for really doing some more today, doing another game at the very least, but that just wasn't going to happen with this situation happening. Almost all make mistakes indeed. Yeah. When does next season start? It's a good question. Don't really know yet. I say we'll have Duel, which is the closer, and then I'm not certain if I'm gonna go straight in for season 2 the week after Duel or have a week break in between. I guess with this kind of thing happening, it might be worth me having the extra week just so I can audit all of the question code for all of the games I've had so far. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and participating, and for all the new people playing along. Hopefully, this is not indicative of what it's like all the time. We just got to this situation because we had lots of questions, and that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna end on there. All right. Thank you very much. Goodbye.